Hello guys, welcome to Bangkok Chili Peppers TV. I am Hodá, and in this episode I will spend 6 days in Bolivia in between La Paz and Uyuni. Let's see how many things I will be able to explore. My journey begins in La Paz, 3,600 meters above sea level, the highest capital city in the world. I will explore some of its surroundings, the ancient ruins of Tiwanaku, the strange rock formations of Valle de la Luna and the snowy peaks of Chacaltaya. Then I fly to Uyuni, where surreal landscapes await. The salt flat, silent deserts, colorful lagoons, all the way to the border with Chile. Let's start the adventure! I am in La Paz and I want to visit Plaza Murillo, the most important square of the city. It's June 2025 and Bolivia has seen many protests. People are upset about high prices, fuel shortages and political tension before the elections. Many streets are blocked by police and I can forget to visit Plaza Murillo. The situation is quite bad. Let's see how many things I will be able to see here. Quick stop at Mercado de las Brujas, the witches' market. Once a place for rituals and charms, now mostly souvenirs. Just around the corner is the Coca Museum, small but full of stories. Now I am at Plaza Mayor de San Francisco, one of the most iconic spots in La Paz. The San Francisco church was first built in the 1500s but collapsed after heavy snow. The version we see today was rebuilt in the 1700s. It's a stunning mix of baroque style and indigenous art, all carved in stone. You can even take a guided tour and climb up to the rooftop for an amazing view of the city. La Paz sits at about 3,600 meters above sea level. Walking here means lots of uphill and it gets tiring fast. After a short walk I reached Calle Jaén, a quiet colonial street with colorful houses, small museums and a perfect spot for photos. It's one of the best preserved streets in the city, with places like the Museo Costumbrista and the Museum of Precious Metals. I just reached the Teleférico, the famous cable car system in La Paz. This is really an engineering marvel. It opened in 2014 and was built by an Austrian company called Doppelmayr. Today it's the biggest urban cable car network in the world. People use it every day to move around La Paz and also to go up to Alto. Alto is not just a neighborhood, it's actually a separate city right next to La Paz, but much higher up on the plateau. Many people live there and come down to La Paz for work or school. Alto is famous for its huge street markets, colorful buildings, and it even has the highest commercial airport in the world. Teleférico is clean, safe and uses electricity, so it helps cut traffic and pollution. Many tourists ride it too because the views are amazing. And if exploring the city alone sounds boring, there are free walking tours based on tips, like the Red Cat tours. A fun way to see the city with a local guide and good stories. I took off at Sopocachi, one of the nicest areas in La Paz. It's known for its old houses, green streets and lots of cafes and bars. One special place here is Parque del Montículo. It's a small park on top of a hill with great views over the city. From here there is a nice view of Illimani, this giant Andean mountain, 6,462 meters high, is the symbol of La Paz. Quick stop at Cyclic restaurant for piccolo macho. Beef, veggies, cheese and sausages over fries. Perfect with a glass of Bolivian Aranjuez Duo Tinto. To head back I took the Teleférico at night, stunning views all around. I rode up to 16 de Julio station, the highest point in the whole network. After that I hopped off at Cementerio station, then walked along the bustling Tumusla street. This is an endless market. I reached the Mercado de las Brujas, quiet at night. My hotel is right here. That's all for today. Today I decided to book a one-day tour to Tiwanaku. This is one of the most mysterious ancient places in South America. It's about 70 kilometers west of La Paz, near the shores of Lake Titicaca. This was once the heart of a powerful civilization older than the Incas. Parts of the site date back to around 400 AD. The massive stone blocks fit together without cement, and no one knows exactly how they did it. Some say giants helped build it, others believe it was aliens. One thing is sure, Tiwanaku is full of secrets.
I am back to La Paz.
It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and Plaza Murillo is finally open, full of pigeons.
Finally I made it.
This is the main square of La Paz, the political heart of Bolivia. The Cathedral of La Paz is calm and elegant, completed in 1989 after more than a century of construction. Next to it, the Presidential Palace, nicknamed the Burned Palace after several fires in Bolivia's past. On the other side is the National Congress, and in the center the statue of Pedro Domingo Murillo, the man who lit the spark of independence. Now I will walk up to Mirador Chili Chili. It's a hilltop viewpoint where I will catch the sunset over La Paz. The altitude is hitting me. I am out of breath and my lips are completely dry.
Wow, this place is amazing.
Chili Chili is named after a bird that lives in the Andes. From here the view is my favorite in all of La Paz, with city and mountains together. The Limani is the silent guardian of La Paz, watching over the city every day. It stands at 6,462 meters above sea level, making it the second highest peak in Bolivia after Nevado Sajama. It can be climbed, but only by people with high mountain experience. I will enjoy the sunset in this beautiful place. That's all for today.
Today I decided to do a one-day tour to Valle della Luna in Chacaltaya.
Just 10 kilometers from La Paz, there is a strange and beautiful place called Valle della Luna, the Moon Valley. It was shaped by thousands of years of wind and rain, wearing down the soft clay and sandstone. The area was once covered by ancient seas, and over time erosion turned it into these maze of sharp towers and deep cracks. Locals gave it the name Moon Valley because it feels quiet, dry and otherworldly. The journey continues to Chacaltaya mountain.
Chacaltaya, I finally reached the top and the view here is absolutely amazing.
Chacaltaya is about 30 kilometers from La Paz, just over an hour by car. After the car stops, a short hike takes you up to 5,435 meters above sea level, and the views from the top are truly stunning.
Wow.
This used to be the world's highest ski resort, but the glacier melted and now the mountain is just rock. Still, the view is amazing, snowy peaks, deep valleys, and even Lake Titicaca far away. On clear days you will see Limani and Huayna Potosí too. Winds can hit 100 km per hour up here, but today it's perfect. It's hard to breathe, but the silence and sky are unforgettable.
I just landed in Uyuni. I will do a 3-day tour in the desert and the tour operator is waiting for me.
Uyuni is 1 hour from La Paz by plane. Tour operators wait outside the airport to start the adventure. I chose Sunday's Salt Expeditions, they were excellent. Uyuni is small, everything's along Potosí Avenue near Plaza Arce. With some time before the tour I sit down for breakfast and a coca tea. Now I am ready to start the adventure.
And this is the first stop.
The train cemetery. Once part of Bolivia's mining boom, these abandoned steam trains were left to rust at the edge of the Uyuni salt flat when the industry collapsed. Bolivia is rich in minerals like silver, tin and lithium. Now the old trains rest in the desert, a surreal open-air museum. Travelers love to climb and walk across them, turning this rusty graveyard into a giant playground. Let's finally reach the main highlight, the Salar de Uyuni.
This place is incredible.
Salar de Uyuni is one of the most surreal places on Earth. It's also the largest salt flat in the world, with over 10,000 square kilometers of pure white salt high in the Bolivian Andes. It was formed when ancient lakes dried up, leaving behind a thick salt crust. It's June now, the dry season, which lasts from May to October. The salt is solid and dry. During the rainy season from December to March, water covers part of the salar and creates a giant mirror. But some areas like in Kawasi Island can become inaccessible when they flood. Salt is still harvested here by hand using simple tools and traditional methods. Under the salt is one of the world's largest lithium reserves, while quinoa grows along the edges. The Salar de Uyuni hosted stages of the Dakar Rally when it raced through Bolivia in 2014 and later editions. This place is strange, silent and absolutely unforgettable. Next, the journey takes me to climb in Kawasi Island, a protected spot in the middle of the salt flat.
This place is spectacular. Wow.
This island is the peak of an old volcano from when the salt flat was still a lake.
Wow, I reached the top and the view here is absolutely amazing.
Today it's covered with giant cacti, some years since the year 1000. The day ends with a gift, a stunning sunset over the salt.
A new day just started and I am excited to explore this place.
The landscape ahead is truly stunning. The sun is strong and sunglasses are a must. Towering mountains and volcanoes rise around the Salar. One of the most impressive is Volcano Yage, a 5,868 meter stratovolcano on the Bolivia-Chile border. Just a bit further, Laguna Cañapa with flamingos in the still blue water. The landscape feels unreal here at Laguna di Honda, another jewel of the Eduardo Avaroa National Reserve, just like Cañapa. The word di Honda means stinky lagoon because of the sulfur in the water. But the smell doesn't scare anyone, especially not the flamingos. They come by the hundreds, feeding in the mineral-rich shallows, surrounded by mountains. Quick stop at Arbol de Piedra, the stone tree, shaped by wind over centuries, it stands 5 meters tall. Winter temperatures swing from 20 to minus 25 degrees Celsius with strong winds. Finally, Laguna Colorada, the Red Lagoon. Its color comes from algae and minerals glowing in the sun. Flamingos dance in the shell of red water. The lagoon is just 1.5 meters deep but stretches wide across the plain. At over 4,000 meters of altitude, the air is thin, but the view is unforgettable. The wind is strong and cold here. The last stop for today is Sol de Mañana, a geyser field over 4,800 meters high. My stay in the middle of the desert simply amazing.
This will be the last day of the tour, but before we start I want to show you something.
That's the hotel from last night, included in the tour and surprisingly great. Just a few minutes walk from here, the Termas de Polcas. Last night I came here under the stars, below zero outside, but the water was 38 degrees, magical.
I strongly recommend this experience, it's something to not miss.
Today just a few quick stops, most of the time is for the long ride back to Uyuni. Now crossing the Salvador Dali Desert, a silent, surreal valley with twisted rocks and colors that feel unreal. It's named after the Spanish painter because the landscape reminds many of his surrealist art. Curiosity, Salvador Dali was never actually here. Next stop Laguna Verde with the Licancabur volcano in the back. You can climb it only from the Bolivian side, the Chilean side is part of a protected area. Now we have reached the border with Chile. Some people from the tour will take a bus to San Pedro de Atacama, but for me it's time to head back to Uyuni, about 7 hours of driving across the desert.
I am back to Uyuni, the tour in the desert was amazing, strongly recommended. Tomorrow I will leave Bolivia. So guys, this episode is over, I hope that you enjoyed it. See you soon, bye!